guys. Hi, welcome to today's live stream. If you're here, just let me know. Welcome guys, and welcome to today's live stream. So we are going to be talking about this question. A lot of persons ask me this question. Let's see, what is the cutoff mark to get into flight school? Is there a cutoff mark, first of all? And you know, when we talk about, in case you're not in a Nigerian, or in case you're not in a Nigerian parastatal, you might not really understand what we mean cutoff mark. Like for universities have cutoff mark for different courses. Like maybe if you want to do engineering, they have a cutoff mark. If you want to do medicine, there's a cutoff mark. If you want to do every course, law, there's always a cutoff mark for every university. And so I'm going to be making this direct to the point, short, simple as possible. So is there actually a cutoff mark for flight school? Yes. Let's start from there. And this is what I mean. Like I've said it before, we have, sorry about that shake. Okay, I've said it before that we have two like training schools, or let's say 3 training schools in Nigeria currently. And we are talking about the Nigerian College of Aviation Technology. We have IAC, International Aviation College. Then we have this other helicopter training school in Enugu, but I really don't know the name of that one. But there's a helicopter training school in Enugu. I don't really know if it's functional now, but I'm sure of Ncat and IAC. Both of them are kind of like functional. Nashi, now, thank you for being here. Hi, it's nice having you here today. Thank you so much for joining me in today's live stream. So guys, as I was saying, we have those 2 flight schools, and I know that I really don't know if IAC does their evaluation exam, because it's kind of like a private school and maybe the rush is not that much. But when you talk about Ncat, because it's a government parastatal owned by the federal government basically, and so I'm sure that's part of the reasons why you have to do like an evaluation exam, because a lot of persons actually want to come to Ncat. So there must now be a bar to set to say, okay, who is the serious person, who is not the serious person, who are we going to pick, who are we not going to pick, that kind of stuff. That's what actually happens. That's what brings about the cutoff mark. And like, you know, even in the university setting, the university parastatal generally, a lot of persons come to write an exam and they choose, okay, this person got 60, this person got 70, this person got 65. We are going to be setting our cutoff mark at this. Any other person that didn't meet this is going to be going home. So now let's talk about Ncat. Does Ncat actually have a cutoff mark? Yes. That's the first thing. Yes, they have a cutoff mark. And this cutoff mark, I want to make you understand that this cutoff mark is like, you know, in aviation, we have 75 as the benchmark. So for everything you're doing, you need to be trying to meet this 75. But the cutoff mark is kind of flexible. And this is what I mean. Based on what I've seen, I'm not part of people that have conducted the exams, but I've also had the opportunity to like write that exam, because I'm currently a student pilot in Ncat, so I've written that exam. And this is what I have gotten to discover. That cutoff mark is not a specific. Yes, they may have generally like 75 as a general cutoff mark, but it's flexible. And this is what I mean by saying the cutoff mark is flexible. If you don't have a lot of persons that meet 75, they will have to like check and say, okay, who is the highest? Now, if we say, for instance, maybe the highest person got, let's say 70. Now they look, okay, what's the next? It's like kind of doing like a graph. That's what I'm trying to say. It's kind of like doing like a graph, like trying to know, okay, this is the cutoff mark, this is this, where are we going to place this guy? So based on the highest score for the evaluation exams, that is what is going to determine the cutoff mark. Now, you cannot tell as a person coming for the evaluation exams what is actually the highest score. If peradventure a lot of persons scored like 90, 80, definitely they are not going to go less than 75, because first of all, aviation standard is 75, and now so many persons are scoring 90, 80. So even if you score 75, you might not even have an edge. So I hope you're kind of like following me through and getting this thing I'm saying, because these are some things that make people lose their golden opportunity. If you work for 75, just like I was saying in the last video, if you kind of work for 75, you might end up getting lower than 75 basically. But the cutoff mark is not 75, is the general aviation standard, but 75 is not the specific, like the cutoff mark is not bench on 75. What if the 50 persons or 100 persons that came for the exam, let me say out of like 250 persons that kind of came for the exam, like 100 persons actually got 75, you definitely know that they are going to increase the cutoff mark. Benjamin Kwaku Nimako. I hope I got that name correct. I just have to like get that name correctly. Thanks for joining me today. Like, it's really nice having you here. This is the first time I'm actually seeing that name on this channel, so please, if you've not subscribed, do well to click on the subscribe button and click on that bell so that whenever I post any video, you'll be able to see it. Like, it's nice, like really nice having you on this channel. And we talk about aviation stuff, motivation, adventure, and trending GA celebs. Thanks for being here. I'm actually a student pilot. I'm not yet like in the airlines like working, so I just give like student pilot tips, what can help you like get into flight school and how you can like maneuver throughout flight school. That's basically what I give on this channel. So if you like it, make sure you do well to subscribe, click on the notification bell. It's very, very important, so that whenever I come up on live streams, you'll be able to see it. And we've been having our live streams from 5 to 6, like every day. We're trying to like keep our live streams between that time because of how flexible staying at home is. You have to cook, you have to do this, do that, do a lot of things. Yeah, you have to like do a lot of things. So basically that's why I kept it within this time, so I can use like natural light. Okay, I have more than a natural light here anyways, but just to keep it like within that timing, so you can always join me between that time. So guys, back to the topic of today so that we don't digress too much. So I was trying to tell you that this, oh yeah, get ready more than this. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Trendy. Thank you so much. So I'm saying that if a lot of persons, like probably let's say like 100 persons actually get more than 75, like 75, definitely the cutoff mark is not going to be 75, because the whole aim of having an evaluation exams is to reduce the amount of people that came to come into the school, and not only coming into the school, for them to be able to check, are these guys actually worth it or they are not worth it. In my own time, I don't know if the guys that I came with, like everybody kind of scored 75. In fact, I don't know the actual score I got, but in my set when I came, I was among the 2 persons that were picked in my own batch, because I told you that I didn't come in the actual batch. But when I came for my own evaluation exams, we were like I think 11 or 8, something like that. They did like a supplementary kind of evaluation exams for us, and I was privileged to be among that supplementary batch, and I was among the 2 that were picked. So I really don't know the exact cutoff mark they used, but what I can tell is that aviation has generally like 75 as cutoff mark. But if a lot of persons get more than 75, they are not going to use 75, because the whole aim, like I said, is to reduce people. So it's always best. Now let me give my advice, because not just like telling you okay what's applicable. Now my advice is this: you know that they ask math questions, you know they ask physics questions, English questions. These are the 3 segments they really basic like focus on. This maths, English, and physics, very important. And so try as much as possible to do so well in these courses. Not only that, once you can do your first stage very well, I tell you, the moment you can get that first stage and get it very well, come on, like you're going to make it. You will rarely be taken out, except your medicals is not good. If your medicals is not good, once you can do the first stage and you can get over to the second stage is basically they're going to give you like a material for you to read. So it's not like what you don't know. They're going to give you a material, you just read and come the next day to like answer the question. So if you're already a person that can read and read fast, it's not going to be a problem. So I think you should like think about that. Once you can get through the first stage, and definitely you will pass the second stage, you will be good to go. Trust me, except your medicals kind of like blow you off or something. If not, you have a very, very good edge. So if you can pass through the first stage of getting more than the required cutoff mark, more than 75, or more than the general, since you don't know the general, guys, I would advise work to at least getting like 85, because I know how a lot of persons will get 85. 85 is kind of like high. So let's say if you work for 90, you can fall at 85, or if you work to get like 95, you can fall at 85 or 90. But if you're working to get 75, which is general aviation kind of mark, like, you might not be picked. And I don't like to say this because it doesn't sound cool, it doesn't sound fun. Hi guys, I can see more persons are joining us. Welcome to today's live stream. Don't forget to like give this video a thumbs up. It's very, very important. It helps the channel like move. It helps more people like see the video. Thank you so much for joining in. So guys, like I'm saying, it's somehow, if you spend your money, if you spend your time, if you spend your resources, you come for the exam and you don't get it, it doesn't sound like fun, it doesn't sound like something good. So try as much as possible to like aim for at least 85. What courses will you be examining on? Yeah, that's the first stage. Actually, I made a video concerning that before, but I'll just like try to recap here now. You'll be, like I said, you do mathematics, English, physics. That's the first stage. Then when you come for the next stage of the exams, you will be taught basically navigation, meteorology, aerodynamics. These 3 courses, you're going to be taught on these 3 courses, and you'll be given materials to go and read, and you come back to write an exam on these 3 courses. If you can pass this, generally the remaining is like the interview and the medicals and the simulator. So that one doesn't really take, because it's not just about you for that one. You have to like prove yourself. Okay, can you learn? Are you teachable and all that? So it's kind of flexible. But if you can pass the first stage, yeah, if you can pass the first stage, come on, you're in flight school, and I really want to see you. That's why I'm kind of giving this information, because it's fun. If you achieve your dreams and you help other people like achieve their dreams, it's going to be fun, because everybody's going to be happy. Nobody's going to be fighting the other person. Everybody's going to like feel like good about themselves, and that's how I want you to feel actually. So thank you so much, guys. Like I said, this is not scripted. I don't have anything like I'm reading like around here. That's because I wanted to give this information from my heart, like the depths of my heart. So thank you so much, guys, for joining in today. Don't forget, tomorrow there'll still be live stream, next tomorrow there'll still be live stream, and all and all. And if you've not yet subscribed, please, I think the bell is kind of here or here, like wherever. Just subscribe, share the link with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. So till we meet next time, bye guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bye.